I'm still in awe when I look at the other co-collaborators of the film. Even myself, I'm in awe of how Kirsty put that across, and Tracy, the way she took the shots and the way that was artistically framed.
I sort of came to Clean Break with an idea for working with the members on a piece of work where they wouldn't play somebody else, where they would play themselves, and where they would talk about the sort of concept or the feeling or the idea of hope. So we had a big workshop, and then we did a series of sort of sessions in lockdown with a smaller group of members. And that was when we decided that we would probably make a film rather than a piece of theatre.
My role was to be an associate director. So I think maybe Maya described it as a little spider who connects different parts of the production. So I think the production and the project was unique. Like everyone who was involved, I think all performers were extremely supportive towards each other. And it created an environment that you could make mistakes and you could take risks and you could just try things out without really worrying about like, oh my God, this is not the right thing. And this was a project that I think was a brainchild of Kirsty. In her way of working is just very special. Like I think she's primarily a dramaturg and a facilitator of art making rather than like the classical director. So we became also our own directors and our own facilitators. And I think that was very important. Performers were not just in a way used for storytelling, but I think there was a real collective learning throughout the whole production.
Well, my role in the production was to be me. And my contribution was my own life experience, particularly around hope and how I've navigated difficult systems and life circumstances with hope as a fuel.
In this process, I was sort of facilitating and we were creating together. I wasn't sort of telling anyone to say anything or do anything. We were sort of setting tasks and exercises together and then and having big conversations which we recorded, and then we put it all together.
There were parts of the film that were beautifully conveyed as in portraits of each of us women, like actually seeing us in our various forms, our most intimate and vulnerable selves. But there was also a power and a strength in that. But I'm also proud of the part where we walk Natasha through her struggle, her difficulties, her resistance, and then collectively members from Clean Break come together and we find our voices.